What's going on, family? It's Michael here, and welcome to Leading Worship Well, where we give you tips on worship leading and worship ministry. Today, we're going to talk about worship leaders in large churches and worship leaders in small churches, and I want to bust a myth about the difference between both. Now, before we get started, I want to make sure that I get to you something that I've been working on called the Effective Worship Leader Checklist. It's a PDF guide that tells you and helps you with being more effective in your worship leading. It tells you how to deal with people. It helps you in actually leading worship, and it also helps you with building systems and things like that. So go ahead and get this guide at no cost. It's something that I just want to give to you and be a blessing. It's called the Effective Worship Leader Checklist. You can download it right in the link below. Now, I want to bust this myth that worship leaders at large churches are more effective or more anointed than worship leaders at small churches. This is absolutely not true. This is something that I used to believe when I first started, because I saw these people getting all this attention. I saw these people getting all these likes, all of these views. And I said, man, they must be anointed. Man, the hand of God must be on them. Man, they must really be effective in their worship leading if all of these people are flocking to them, or they got the job to lead worship at this major church. They really must be anointed. And that's not always necessarily the truth. And I have to learn to stop comparing myself with other people and allow God to deal with me, groom me, and grow me. So what I want to say is effectiveness and anointing is not determined by how popular you are, but it's about, one, the hand of God being upon you, and two, how effective you are in actually leading people into the presence of God. Somebody could have all of these followers, but when you come into the atmosphere, you may not even feel the presence of God. No shade to anybody's church. I'm just saying that does not mean that they are more effective than you. Being popular means nothing, but what does mean something is allowing the presence of God and cultivating an atmosphere where the presence of God can destroy yokes, change lives, and cause people to be saved. That's what is important, and that's what makes you effective and anointed. So don't get caught up in the hype saying, hey, this person church is bigger than my church. They got all of these musicians. They got all of these singers. Hey, all of that doesn't matter, because God has anointed you to do your job right in your small church, right in your 75-member church, right in your 10-member church, right in your 5-member church, right in your 200-member church, 2,000-member church. God has anointed you to effectively do that job in where you are. So don't look at the numbers. Don't look at popularity. Look at what actually matters to God, and that is souls being saved, and that's lives being changed. All right, don't worry about that. That was a myth that I had and that I was running with for a long time, and I just had to put it out there. We got to bust these myths and give strength and power to the worship leaders, because to be honest, I've seen some worship leaders in smaller churches, and I came in there and felt the manifest presence of God. Then I'll go to a large church and I'm like, is God even here? So I'm telling you, that does not mean nothing. Thanks so much for watching this video. Go ahead and download the Effective Worship Leader Checklist and get some help on how to take your worship leading to the next level. Peace. I'll see you guys in the next video.